Like so many cities and towns across the country, Colchester has a wealth of history to explore. It also has one significant claim to fame, thanks to the Romans who arrived here in 1 BC and created Camulodunum, the country's first capital and major habitation. I'm off to explore. My day in Colchester begins at St Botolph's Priory, which was founded in around 1100 and was one of the first Augustinian priories in England. Despite being badly damaged by cannon fire during the English Civil War in 1648, it is still an impressive example of early Norman architecture. Built in flint and reused Roman brick, and there was me thinking that recycling was a modern phenomenon. The church displays massive circular pillars and round arches and a very elaborate west front. I can only imagine what it was like to have been one of the labourers on this project. A short walk from the Priory you'll find another imposing Norman building, but first I want to take a stroll around the park. After all, the weather's being kind. Colchester's tiered Castle Park has a veritable feast of flora and fauna and is the ideal spot to take a break from the daily grind. Time for me to find my guests for this part of my day trip to the city. It's my sister Claire who's joining me for a tour of the impressive Norman castle. I really like the park. It's Norman, the keep. Yeah, it was built in the 11th century. The castle is the largest Norman keep in Europe, so there's lots to see. No, the original winkle picker look. Well, I think it was all toe rather than. Is that a woman's shoe or is it a fella's shoe? Oh, late medieval. I hope it's a woman. Many of the artefacts from Colchester's early history can be found inside the castle, so allow yourselves a couple of hours at least to explore. Roman law banned the burial of the dead within town walls. Extensive areas along the roads outside Colchester were set aside for cemeteries. But it's quite worrying. Do you not think that's quite worrying? The pipe allowed offerings to be put in the grave. Ah, okay. But if you look at it, it kind of, you know what I think of when I see that pipe? It's like they buried you alive and you can just talk to them and it's like, what's that about? I think you'll find the film was called Buried, sis. Unsurprisingly, the museum has a wealth of Roman items on display, given that they built the first British city here in 1 BC. Ah, now you see, this is the temple, which was actually the foundations of the keep. So they built the keep on top of this temple, the ruins of which can be found in the foundations of the keep. Imagine that. I think it would have been nicer to have that here than the keep, don't you? The castle is a really great place to visit any time of the year, but I've come for a very specific reason, which I will now reveal. I think you'll find this is the real reason my sister was so keen to join me. It had absolutely nothing to do with catching up with her bro. The shame of it. My sister and I are big fans of Jerry and Sylvia Anderson's work, so this is very self-indulgent. Captain Scarlet. Oh, I like Joe 19. That's so cool, isn't that cool?
Let's get some pictures of this. I wish I was a spaceman. So that was the first one, wasn't it?
How cool is that, look?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
So Fireball XL5 takes off from Earth heading into space using a horizontal track rather than being launched vertically. Very good. Capture the moment that tourist is taking picture. So the one in the middle there, he reminds me a little bit of Eric Honecker. Do you not think?
Yeah, no, there is a
resemblance to
yeah,
him.
most definitely. And he does remind me a little bit of Gary Oldman.
Yeah, his glasses are a bit wonky though, I think.
Yeah.
And you've done this before, haven't you? I don't think she should give up the day job, to be honest with you. It's alright, is it? I think we've earned this, to be honest.
Yeah, it's lovely. Sun's out.
What flavour have you got?
I've got lemon crunch.
I like to have chocolate. Love chocolate ice cream. So what did you think of the castle then?
Well, it's a long time since I've been in there,
Yeah.
and they have really done a good job at laying it out and making it very interactive. It's excellent for families to find out. Whether you live here or you're a visitor, there's plenty to see and do. And I think it's a good idea to have like a pop-up exhibition. Just adds that little something extra. And I mean, wow, what an exhibition that was.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I got you a little
wow.
keepsake, look.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
So you've got some Thunderbird stuff in there. I got one for myself as well because I suffer from FOMO occasionally.
Yeah.
So what you've got in there is you've got there's a card of the Thunderbirds 4,
Yeah.
which was the underwater doofer.
And who drove that one?
Oh, I can't
I
remember.
think it was Gordon.
It was Gordon, you're quite right. Wasn't Gordon a moron? Gordon is
That's
a
a
moron.
song.
I know. And then you've got Lady Penelope in her
In
car.
Fab 1.
How good is that?
Fab 1.
Then you've got Brains. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Here's a few of the other things that you could investigate while you're in the city. Holly Tree's museum, which tells the social history of the city, is located in an impressive Georgian townhouse. I do love a bit of Georgian architecture. The Natural History Museum, located opposite the castle, does exactly what it says on the tin: natural history. Bourne Mill, owned by the National Trust, was converted from a fishing lodge to a mill in the 17th century. Once the scene of a bloody battle during the English Civil War in 1648, the old siege house is now a bar and restaurant, but still has the 17th century bullet holes to attest to its bloody past. This imposing looking modern building is home to the city's first sight art gallery, which houses regular exhibitions and events. You can also get a coffee. Having abandoned my sister, I think she was really only after the ice cream and the frothy coffee anyway. I'm heading off to spend my afternoon in the wild. Weather does look like it's on the turn though. No visit to Colchester would be the same without popping into its award-winning zoo. Personally, I'm hoping to catch up with some other family members along the way. Set in 60 acres of parkland and lakes, it's home to around 180 different species of animals, showcased in 36 different habitats. It does undulate up and down a bit, so be prepared for a bit of a hike. You'll also meet some of my relatives there. Ah, it's Uncle Fred. Don't be offended, but I'm looking for something a little bigger. You guys are cute, but it's not you I'm looking for. Now I'm on the right track. I'm a big fan of Africa, so feel very much at home in this part of the zoo. Some would say I found my natural habitat here at Colchester Zoo.
Excuse me, sir, you wouldn't happen to know where the cheetahs are? Are the cheetahs just around this corner? They are fabulous, thank you.
My hopes of seeing my favourite animal here at the zoo have been dashed by the very nature of the animal world. This is probably as close as I'm going to get to my favourite animal, which is the cheetah. But I count myself very lucky because I've seen them in their natural habitat in Kenya in the Masai Mara, and they truly are a magnificent cat. Here, kitty kitty.